minutes to calm down.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I don't know. Do we want them to calm down, though? I don't know if we want you guys to calm down. You're an amazing audience.
And here's how amazing you are. Raven, you want to say hi to somebody.
Okay, so when I moved here to New York, there was this boy who kept coming to the front of the building. And they were like, there's this boy downstairs and he's missing. I'm not gonna put you on blast like that. He's here early in the morning. I'm like, doesn't he have school? Anyway, so he's like, yeah, I can't make it yet because I'm not old enough. You have to be a certain age to sit in the audience. And
to come to the View.
To come to the View, you're right. And my boo thing, Stephen, is here today because he turned 16. First of all, happy birthday. Say thank you for coming. My mom doesn't even have this mug, so here you go. Happy birthday. All the ladies here. Can I ask him a question?
Yeah.
How does it feel to finally be here in the audience?
It feels really good. I mean, I enjoy outside, but inside's pretty good too.
Don't sell that mug, okay? We don't want to find it on eBay.
Or if you do, give us half the profits, okay?
Oh, we weren't supposed to sell them? Okay, I don't know what happened. Anyway, you know, the protest of the national anthem continues. The U.S. Soccer Organization had harsh words for player Megan Rapinoe, who's been kneeling during the anthem. They say Megan is expected to stand because she's representing her country, and she responded that she's representing her country by not standing. Now, you know, there is no law, there is no federal mandate, there is no mandate saying that you ever have to stand or sit or lay down for the anthem. It is left to you to make your connection. And the protest, I mean, is going on, and it's moving in other directions. But what do you think of this?
Well, first and foremost, she said, Megan Rapinoe is a member of the U.S. women's national team. She said she's ready to face the consequences. And I spoke with U.S. Soccer this morning, and they said one of those ramifications could be she might not be selected to play on the national team because Coach Jill Ellis might not want this to be a distraction. She could also protest and say, you know what, I don't want to be on the national team. But this story has evolved. The Colin Kaepernick situation bothered me when he sat. I actually appreciate the Seattle, just a second, the Seattle Seahawks, they stood, they had interlocked arms, one player was raising his fist. Even kneeling, I don't mind, but it was the sitting that I felt was a little disrespectful.
Why? What's the difference if they're sitting or kneeling?
Sitting is different. Kneeling is still a sign of paying homage and honor. You know, you kneel in church, that sort of thing.
I find it interesting. You teach us our rights. You teach it to us. We know what we can and cannot do. And then when we exercise it, it's a big ordeal. It's her right to do that.
No, it is her right. It is her right.
I think the major thing the thing that I've noticed most, like I didn't know how I was going to react at first, and my opinion has evolved a little bit. The thing I love is it's peaceful.
Yeah.
Too often in our history, we find times where we had to fight and people were going at each other. If you want to gently do this to make a statement, we should all applaud that it's peaceful.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'll applaud it.
You know, like that's important.
Well, and you make a great point in terms of children, because the protests have started showing up in classrooms as well. A California teacher lowered students' grades for refusing to stand during the Pledge of Allegiance. One of these students happens to be a Native American kid who actually, if anybody has a right to bitch, anybody.
That's true.
And she's been doing this for probably 7 years. This has been her way of saying, listen.
So why now?
It isn't because
they're noticing.
They're noticing.
Oh, they're noticing it.
But she's been doing it for the past 7 years because for her as a Native American, you know, that pledge
doesn't represent her.
Let's break down the pledge, right? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So my question is, what's a republic? What are you talking about when you say republic? Because I just learned it. I don't know what it means. The republic means we pledge loyalty to our government, which the republic is where people choose others to make laws for them. but the government is biased. It's majority men. You don't have enough women representing it. You don't have enough other nationalities representing it. So it's biased to begin with.
But it's the best we can come up with right now.
That was back in the day.
Well, it's still better than most.
In 1943, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled against making the pledge mandatory. It's been that way for 60 years. The teacher should be in trouble because, again, she's exercising her right to do what she wants. This is America.
But, you know, before certain, I don't know, when did Under God go in? I believe it wasn't always there.
It wasn't always there.
A lot of people don't believe in God. They have to say it anyway. So there's a lot in there that's loaded.
Well, you don't have to say it. It is you don't have to. You don't have to. I mean, they took. You know, when we grew up, you had to do it. It was mandatory. Everybody had to stand up. But they don't do that in every school every day anymore.
What would have happened to you growing up had you decided not to say it?
Oh,
probably.
We would have been vilified. The teachers would have been upset.
They probably would have spoken.
My mother would have been upset. Everybody would have been upset.
You know, but then, you know, in my case, I looked at those young athletes who spent all their time working to make America proud, had to stood there like this and were vilified for it.
Yeah.
You know, and then I look and see there are other athletes more recently who have lied and just, you know, I mean, I'm okay with you not standing if you're not lying about stuff and making America look and Americans look bad.
How old is this girl? She's
I forgot. She's in high school.
High school, and she's been doing it for years. I think the other thing that's really notable here is that she cares enough to be involved and stand down and make a statement. We talk about kids that are apathetic, that don't use their right as the vote comes to them at 18. They maybe don't use that. It's good we have someone that cares.
She'll be voting.
It seems like it's trending, so people are going to be doing it.
And I think too, you know, you raise an important point about Native Americans, and you know, we still call the football team in our nation's capital the Washington Redskins, and for the Native American community, the Redskin, that term, that connotation is the most offensive way that you can describe somebody of Native American descent.
Well, half our
we have a history of slavery in this country. I mean, people have to acknowledge that. Did you learn about it when you were in school? They never mentioned slavery to me.
Oh,
never?
We learned it.
No,
I was in the South. We learned
about the Underground Railroad.
I learned nothing. They taught me nothing. Just like, you know, I mean, they taught us nothing about the Holocaust or slavery.
Well, here's what I can tell you about slavery.
I had to learn all about it by myself.
People get very upset when you talk about slavery.
What?
And they say, well, why are black people always saying it's so hard to catch up? Well, because we weren't able to do any of the things that white Irish people coming over to this country, immigrants coming over, we had no rights. So we couldn't own, you know, stock in the railroad. Right. So we couldn't have, you know, 3 or 4 generations of millionaires. We weren't allowed to have any of that. So we're playing catch up. And we're playing catch up all the time. And when you don't realize that for 98% of the time that we have been in America, we have not been human beings. We have not been considered human beings. So when a kid says there's an issue, or somebody says my grandfather fought in World War II, came back to America and couldn't vote, and he's pissed off. You have to understand it's going to be a long time to get it done, but you need to know the history. You've got to know the history to know why people are angry. Whether they're Native American or black, I mean, it's important. You got to pay attention. And we want to congratulate, speaking of black folks, Dr. Carla Hayden, sworn in as the first black woman to lead the Library of Congress.
Amazing.
I think, is she the first woman? Is she the first woman? She's the first woman and the first black woman to lead the Library of Congress. Things are happening. They happen slowly, but when they do happen, we're going to tell you about it. We'll be right back.
Coming up, Donald's latest birther bombshell. Whether this will be his last words on where President Obama was really born. So looking at a fun fact.
Research claims that the average length of sex is 7.5 minutes. It takes me that long to get my shirt on.
You're not signing up for 45 minutes at least.
Oh my God, I'm exhausted thinking about what you do at night.
Make time for The View next week on ABC.
know, we always got to bring him up. So we might as well tell you he's doing a press conference, Donald Trump. And he's expected to address his persistent questioning of whether President Obama was born in the U.S., a stance he's been holding on to since he was here back in 2011. Take a look.
What? Show his birth certificate. I think he probably... Because I have to, and everybody else has to, Whoopi. I want him to show his birth certificate. There's something on that birth certificate that he doesn't like.
Oh, my God. When you become a president of the United States of America,
you know that he's
Let him
American.
show his birth
That's
certificate.
BS. I'm sorry. I learned in school Hawaii is part of America.
Yeah.
Call me crazy.
you know what? Maybe Donald doesn't know Hawaii. You know what? Maybe he doesn't know it's a state.
Maybe
that could be it.
Maybe he doesn't trust the government. I'm sorry. Isn't the government smart enough to know who's from America and who isn't? They hired him. We hired him for 2 terms. We know he's American. They're not going to let anybody run that can't win.
He has never said this about anybody else.
No.
Just the first black president. Let's call it what it is.
You know. But I mean, what doesn't make any sense to me is geography says, it's a fact, Hawaii's been part. Bette Midler is Hawaiian. Okay? Does that mean she's not American? What the heck? So he made me crazy.
He makes everybody crazy.
Because he is, I guess they think,
Because we keep
listen, they keep talking about, but apparently, this is what happened, okay?
Because I'm over it.
His people said, oh, he believes it now. He hasn't said it, which leads me to believe, well, you just trying to pad this so you can move on.
Well, he's saying that he
hasn't said jack.
He's supposedly giving some kind of a speech at this time.
Yeah.
And he wants to keep the suspense going as if it's a reality show. This is a very important
clear this up
thing you're doing.
I understand the health records and I understand the tax returns. Is there a point where everyone says, okay, here's my birth certificate, here's yours? Like, why did it ever... Why
He's already president
if you're not born in the West.
If we know he is.
Yeah.
If we know he is, why...
He's a racist, Sarah. That's why. That's it.
No, my question hasn't been answered.
Why is it still?
He's a racist.
Oh, he's okay. He could be whatever he wants to. But here's my situation. He's already president.
And been
Obama's
president
saying
for
back.
8 years. He's saying, see you later.
Back.
Because Donald does not he doesn't have any. Listen, he's at the end of his bag of tricks. So he's now going back and starting at the beginning again. He's at the end of his bag of tricks.
Can I just refute one thing, too? And I think the thing that was killing me is a lot of people, and of course, they sent this press release out saying that the campaign believes that Trump says that he's born in the U.S. now, and then they've got this big press conference today.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like, it didn't start from the Clinton campaign. Can we just shoot that down right now?
It did not. He started it. He and other people like him.
He perpetuated it. Hillary, it did originate in the 2008 race, which was very contentious between Obama and Hillary, but her campaign, and she had nothing to do with it. And allegedly, if you go to PolitiFact, they'll tell you the whole story. It started with a supporter, with a Clinton supporter, but not anyone from the Clinton campaign.
But at this point, it doesn't matter because
he's gone.
No matter what, it doesn't change the fact. Listen, I know that you probably don't know people who have a white mother or a black father, whatever. You've never met folks like this, I'm assuming. But the bottom line is, there are lots of, integrated couples who have had babies, and they were born here too.
Well,
it's done. He's gone.
The question is, why is this being brought up by the campaign?
Again.
Because he knows that he cannot get the African American vote. This is his way of adding to his, he thinks it might help.
Why?
We still like him. We still like Obama. Sorry.
Because he cannot win without the black vote, the Latino vote, and the women's vote. So he keeps making up stuff as he goes along. The campaign tells him, come on, get on board. Kellyanne Conway says, you got to get the little bit of the black vote. Say something.
Kellyanne is coming here next week.
We'll ask her about it.
We'll ask her some more questions.
Yeah, but that's what it's about.
But there are also reports that when Donald appeared on the Dr. Oz show, some comments that were made after, after he kissed his daughter Ivanka were edited out. Because Dr. Oz allegedly said, it's nice to see a father kiss his daughter. And Trump allegedly responded, I kiss her as often as I can. Now, why would anybody think they should cut that out?
Right, he's just a proud father lusting after his daughter. So why would you cut that out? It's such a lovely moment.
Listen, I kiss my dad on the lips. There's no like open mouth or anything, but I kiss him on the lips. We're a very huggy, touchy family. I just didn't want anyone to get the wrong idea there.
But does your father have the history of saying...
I sit on my dad's lap still, and I'm almost 41 years old. Is that creepy?
But does your father have the history of saying, my daughter Ivanka...
No, it's a base-by-base basis. We're not judging. It's not creepy.
Does your father have a history of saying things like, my daughter Ivanka, she's 6 feet tall and she's got the best body. If I weren't happily married and, her father... I mean...
Can I just say something? And this is... Listen, we go right to that because of what he said in the past, and that's what we automatically want to believe. Just don't go right to that every time. I just feel some kind of way.
It's a creepy feeling people
It's not that creepy because some fathers don't hug their children at all, and some fathers beat their children.
It's basically what he says, not what he does.
No, it's what he says too. We have everybody in the media has a turn to be like, oh, what'd you just say? That's what that means. No, I just eat grapes. I don't know how you're taking it. I just like eating grapes.
I agree with you, Raven.
What's your point?
Stop feeding into it more than it really is.
Yeah, because for those of us...
Well, that's because he said it again on Dr. Oz. Every time we turn around, he says something to this effect, and then gets us going again. That's what happens.
Raven, I'm with you, though. I think we don't always have to go there. And for those that aren't super affectionate, my family is very touchy-feely. We hug, we kiss, all of that. We're Lebanese, so we're always kissing everybody. It might feel foreign, and some people might think it's strange. I do want to mention that we did reach out to the Dr. Oz show about why they omitted that, and we haven't heard back. So
maybe he said a bad word.
No, maybe he did.
Maybe he said.
Take it out. Why would they take it out?
Or over time.
Maybe he said fat. I don't know.
If Jimmy Carter...
See, people automatically thought...
No.
See how that happens? That happens all the time?
It could be anything. And remember, there are lots of accusations that get thrown around. There's lots of them.
And he does most of them.
Well, but lots of people do them, Joy. Lots of people do them.
Yeah, well, in this particular period we're in.
But we find a lot of people, case-by-case basis. You want to really sort of make sure that we're all talking about the same thing. You know what I mean? I agree. We'll be right back.
I don't know what you're saying.
Yesterday in Hot Topics, we talked about the New Jersey school teacher who taught his male students a little lesson about what it means to be a woman in America. Take a look.
All girls get a 21% discount on all school-related items. Those in favor, please raise your hands. Okay. Those against. Boys must give girls a 2-minute head start between class periods. Please raise your hands. Girls. All right, those against.
I feel like women in Congress felt how I felt. Kind of unfair because it was only 6 of us guys against 20-something girls, so I felt kind of unmatched.
So
I love that.
It's one of the best experiments ever, and that teacher has also been listed as one of the most influential educators in America. And then there's he's also hot for People magazine. They love him too. Anyway, I don't want to objectify because he's... No. Yeah, hold on. Just rest up. He's an amazing educator. He's an amazing educator, and he's here right now. Give it up for Nicholas Ferroni. Hey, Nicholas. So, what prompted you to... What made you decide that this is what you had to do for these students? Why did you do it like this?
Well, we all know, obviously, experience is the best way to learn. And as an educator teaching history, I try to put them in those situations. There was a famous experiment, Jane Elliott's brown eyes, blue eyes experiment.
Yeah.
When I saw that in college, I said, if I become a teacher, every week I'm going to do a social experiment with my students.
Amazing.
So this one, next to me is one of my students, Michaela Bland.
Hey.
Hi, Michaela.
she founded our school's first feminist club. So we were talking about different ways to teach boys true feminism.
Right.
And I thought the best way is to flip the script on them a little bit. And we picked 6 of the biggest, toughest football players in school, but they got it. We rarely experience things until we walk in other people's shoes.
What other topics have you done the social experiment with?
I do a great one. I don't want to give it away because I'll be doing it in like 2 weeks, but I do a great one where I have them make a list of grievances against the school, like the Declaration of Independence. Again, by signing it, it's treason. You know, how many of us say things, but we won't attach our name to it? And then have my principal come down and basically say, you're going to get suspended, I'm going to kick you out of school, and then we see who keeps her name on the list and off the list.
Wow. And I want to congratulate him for teaching LGBT history as well.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You know what? As long as there are teachers like you handling our kids, I feel a lot better.
But there are, I mean, I teach with so many amazing, and I'm not one of the best.
Well, that's what they told me, baby. They said you were.
I would have never missed one of your.
The thing is, you're part of the solution, and that's what's great.
That's the
You're
key.
part of the solution.
And so our thanks to Nicholas Ferroni, and to his point, to all those teachers who are making a difference, a real difference in kids' lives. We'll be right back.
It's Sarah's birthday, and she has no idea we're about to surprise her with help from some totally rad teen idols she loves right after this.
So, welcome back. See, Sarah thinks we're about to do the View slide. But not quite yet, Sarah.
We rehearsed.
You just thought we were ignoring the fact that your birthday is on Sunday, didn't you? You thought we forgot. We did not forget. We have a few surprises for you. First, we all saw how much you love tap dancing a few weeks ago on the show.
Do we get a tap? Look at her face. Look at her face.
So we got you.
Look at you.
We got you a pair of tap bedazzle shoes. In your favorite color, pink.
Sarah, those are gorgeous. And Sarah, that's not all. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Sarah loves 80s music. Some of her teen idols, Debbie Gibson, Tiffany.
New Kids on the Block?
Yes, NKOTB, New Kids on the Block. So we had a special jean jacket, an 80s jean jacket made for you. Brian is also going. You have to put it on, Sarah.
These are so back in. They are back in. This is back in. All right. Yes. Okay.
Wait, we're not done. We have one more surprise for you. One of your teen idols has a little message for you. So take a listen.
I might cry.
Hey Sarah, Debbie Gibson here. When you hear you're going to be on The View, you get dolled up, despite the fact that I've been trying to fight a flu and I've been on vocal rest, but I am breaking it for you because it's your special day and I just can't shake you up. Now, I know this birthday greeting comes out of the blue, but you know what? You look amazing and you'll always be an electric cute. And that's not only in your dreams. There doesn't seem to be. Wait a minute, that's not my song.
to Debbie Gibson and Tiffany. Tiffany's new album, A Million Miles, is available now. So make sure you check it out. And we'll be right back. And kudos to Tommy Rowe.
Political view is...
Yeah.
I got 2 days.
Somebody's talking.
Yeah, oh, so sorry. Welcome back. It's day 9 of our 20-day vacay giveaway, and thanks to our sponsor, Wyndham Rewards, thank you for that, Raven is going to pick a winner from this magic bowl, which has numbered tickets that represent today's audience. What is the number?
Okay, so I don't know. Is it 68? It's 98?
It's definitely 98.
Is it 98?
Or... from?
Crystal Jordan Early from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Glad to be here. Well, let's see where you're headed to on your vacation.
You won a 5-night, 6-day trip for 2 with round-trip airfare to Playa del Carmen, Mexico, courtesy of Wyndham Rewards. The Viva Wyndham Maya, located on the spectacular shores of Riviera Maya, Mexico, is an unforgettable, all-inclusive resort featuring impeccable services and amenities, 5 on-site restaurants, nightly entertainment, and more.
Member gets one, and viewers at home need to visit our website by midnight Eastern on Sunday night to see how to enter for a chance to win Monday's vacay.
Yep. Oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know something, my friends? It isn't really a birthday party without some cake.
There's cake?
So a friend of Sarah's has a special delivery for her right now. Come on out, special person.
Tiffany, now this cake.
Did you meet her?
I watched you dance. I was behind the scenes. I was dancing with you. Why don't you just discuss this?
While they're doing that, we're going to be right back. We're going to be right back. Right, we're going to be right back. Let them keep talking. Welcome back. So, what are you doing for your birthday? Because your actual birthday is...
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you doing?
We don't get to go to movies much because we have a baby. So I asked if we could go see Bridget Jones and eat popcorn and just have a couple hours by ourselves.
You're not going to go see Don't Breathe? Go see a scary movie.
No.
Go see Don't
Breathe. My husband won't go with me.
I saw it. It was great.
It's fabulous.
It's Bridget Jones is out. Like,
sorry, I don't.
Do you know me?
Sarah, it looks like somebody signed your jacket. What do you think about the performance?
Oh my gosh, Tiffany, we sing this every week. It's my go-to karaoke song. I have choreography. I only showed a little bit. It was a teaser.
Let's see the choreography.
She has her tap shoes on.
Oh, didn't you see the running as fast as we can, holding on to one another and trying to get away into the night? Yeah, these are real dancers.
Did that mean they wanted us to stop?
So, did you know that that's a remake? Did you know that that's a remake from a 60s song?
The 60s, that song.
It's it's a great remake, but I wondered if you knew that.
She was the first for me, but I did know Paul McCartney was a Beatle. So.
Oh, that's
Did you know that The View has a remake too? You know, this is my first time actually talking about what you guys have been doing all week long, which is The View Slide.
Oh, let me...
We're still waiting to see yours. Check out our website to learn the moves, then upload your video and post it on social media with the hashtag ViewSlide. And we may feature it on the show. Take a look at some more of our famous friends and View fans putting on, you know, their get down with it. Go ahead.